Torvin is gouging out his own eyes, and I can't stop him. I'm 10 feet away, 5 feet, close enough to see everything. His thumbs hooked into the sockets, digging, pressure building. The eyeballs resist, then give, then burst. Clear fluid mixed with blood running down his face. He makes a sound, low, satisfied, like finishing a difficult task. He's smiling, says he can see now, really see. The way a male sees, the truth of violence, the purity of rage. Above us, Demogorgon watches with 4 eyes, 2 heads, each the size of a cottage. Both pleased with what they've made of my best friend. I'm screaming. Don't know when I started. Screaming Torvan's name, screaming no, just screaming. Can't stop, can't breathe. Can't do anything but watch him destroy himself. That was 6 hours ago, 6 hours in the Gaping Maw. Layer 88 of the Abyss. 6 hours to break 6 experienced adventurers. I'm the only one who came back. My name is Harlan Voss. I'm sitting in a tavern telling you this story. You're listening. That's a mistake. With every word, I'm infecting you. Spreading what Demogorgon put inside me. But let me start from the beginning. Let me tell you about Torvan first. You need to understand what we lost. 3 years ago in the Underdark, we were cornered by drow. 12 of them, 2 of us. I took a crossbow bolt to the shoulder, going down, another bolt coming at my throat. Torvin stepped in front of it, took it through his upper chest. Bolt punched clean through. He pulled it out, snapped it in half, threw the pieces at the drow and charged. Killed 4 before they ran. Afterward, bleeding from a wound that should have killed him, he said, "You do the same." I would have. That's brotherhood. 2 weeks ago, I watched him dig his thumbs into his own eyes because a demon prince whispered in his skull. The bartender just dropped a glass. Second one tonight. He keeps staring at me, keeps forgetting why. His hands are shaking. We took the contract from a Candlekeep sage named Ulrich Vermis. Simple retrieval job. The Abyssal Codex, a minor text written by some wizard who'd glimpsed the abyss during a botched summoning. Ulrich offered 10,000 gold each, 60,000 total for 3 days' work. The pay should have warned us. It didn't. 6 of us. Kale the wizard who could turn trolls to ash. Saris the cleric who'd pulled me back from death twice. Ren the ranger with his wolf ash. Mira the rogue who'd never met a lock she couldn't pick. Torvin my brother, and me. We prepared. 2 weeks of research, protections, contingencies didn't matter. The portal was in the Rat Hills, old temple. Kale opened it with a ritual. The portal tore reality open like a wound, like a throat being cut, the sound of it. Actual screaming, not metaphor, actual screaming like something dying. Before we could see it, we could smell it. Sulfur, yes, but under that worse. Meat left in the sun, flowers rotting in standing water. Sweet and putrid at once. The smell coated your throat. Made you want to vomit, made you want to never breathe again. We stepped through anyway. The Gaping Maw hit us like a wall, air thick as syrup. Had to push through it. Every breath coated the inside of my mouth, tasted like copper, like sucking on old coins. The taste wouldn't go away. Still hasn't. 4 months later, I still taste it every morning. The ground felt solid under my boots. Stone. I took a step. My foot sank 6 inches into cold water. But the stone was still there. Solid. Unchanged. Then vines wrapped around my ankle. Green living vines growing from stone that was also water. All 3 at once. Same space. Same time. My skin started itching immediately, like insects crawling under it. Checked my arms. Nothing there. Just skin. Just wrongness. We stood on a cliff overlooking what Kale's research called the Screaming Cliffs. Miles of landscape that breathed. rose and fell like lungs. The ground pulsed. You could hear it. A wet sound, rhythmic, like a heartbeat the size of a kingdom. And under that, always under that, the screaming. Distant. Constant. Thousands of voices just below hearing. When you tried to focus on them, they stopped. When you stopped trying, they came back. In the distance, we saw Abysm, Demogorgon's fortress. Rising from the brine flats like a wound in reality. The architecture hurt to look at. Angles that shouldn't exist. Towers that seem to twist through dimensions we don't have words for. The whole structure pulsed the same rhythm as the ground. Red light from one section, green from another. Even miles away you could feel it. Pressure on your skull, hands trying to pry your head open. Everything cast two shadows, different directions, different lengths. Because Demogorgon has two heads. Because duality is his nature. Behind me, Ren's wolf ash was whining. Continuous high-pitched sound. That wolf knew. Animals know things. Ren crouched down. Easy, boy. I know. We'll be quick. The wolf pressed against his leg. Trembling, we should have listened to that wolf. The ruins were northeast, away from Abysm. Small mercy. We started walking. The ground rippled under every step, like walking on skin. On something alive that resented our presence. The air smelled like brine and rot. Ocean depths and opened graves. My stomach heaved, but I kept moving. After an hour, we found the body. I recognized her immediately. Kayla Thresh. We'd trained together in Baldur's Gate. She'd taken a contract 3 days before us. Different job, different destination. Or so we thought. Her body was fresh, still warm. She was curled up. Fetal position, arms wrapped around her knees, face pressed to her chest, like a child hiding. Her armor was intact, no wounds, no blood. But her eyes were gone, not torn out, not cut. The lids were intact but sunken. Empty. She'd removed them herself somehow, carefully, deliberately. Written in the stone next to her in her own blood. I see the truth now. Torvin touched my shoulder. We should move. His voice was steady. Always steady. I looked at him, my best friend, my brother. Didn't know it was the last time I'd see him sane. Yeah, I said. Let's move. We left Kayla there. We had to. Sometimes survival means walking away from the dead. Sometimes it means becoming something worse than what you're fleeing. The ruins appeared suddenly. Massive walls covered in bas-reliefs, tentacles and teeth and eyes. Too many eyes. The eyes seemed to move when you weren't looking directly at them. The walls hummed. Low frequency. Felt it in my teeth, in my bones. Under that hum, whispers, thousands of whispers. The entrance was carved like a mouth. 2 mouths, actually. One inside the other. Both screaming silently in stone. We entered. The temperature dropped 20 degrees instantly. The smell changed. Less sulfur, more decay, more earth. Ancient stale air. Like a tomb sealed for centuries, then cracked open. The walls glowed faintly. Purple and green bioluminescence pulsing like a heartbeat. The sound of it. That pulse. It synced with the ground outside, with the distant screaming, with something vast and terrible. We had Ulrich's map, 3 levels down to the central chamber. We descended stairs worn smooth by something that slithered. The stone was damp, sticky, wrong wet. Your hand came away wet, but there was nothing on your fingers. The woman in the corner of this tavern hasn't blinked in 3 minutes, just staring at the wall. Tears running down her face. She doesn't know why she's crying. Second level had alcoves, statues inside them. Humanoid figures with tentacles instead of faces. Stone tentacles that looked wet, that looked alive. Ceres blessed us as we passed. Her voice was strong, confident. Lathander's light protect us from evil. Dawn's grace guide us home. The statues watched anyway. Third level was different. We emerged into a vast chamber, circular, 200 feet across. The ceiling vanished into darkness above. Darkness that moved, that breathed, that waited. In the center sat a stone altar. On the altar sat the Abyssal Codex, bound in scaled leather, just sitting there. "That's a trap," Mira said. "Street smart, practical. Obvious trap. We take that, something bad happens." "Indeed," Kale said. Formal, measured. "However, we've expended considerable resources reaching this point. Departure without the objective seems inadvisable." "I'll get it," Torvan said. "Simple, direct. Fastest in armor. Can grab it and run." I should have stopped him. Should have said no. Should have grabbed all of them and run back through the portal. I didn't. "Go," I said. Torvan crossed the chamber, each step echoing wrong. Too many echoes. Echoes that came before the step. 50 feet, 75, 100. Nothing happened. He reached the altar, picked up the codex, turned back with a grin. The darkness above descended. Not descended. Emerged, unfolded, like wings spreading, like a spider dropping, like reality tearing open. Demogorgon came down from the black. The smell hit first. Brine and rot magnified 1,000 times. The air became thick, heavy, like drowning in something invisible. My ears popped. My skull felt compressed. The pressure, the terrible pressure of his presence. Then we saw him. 2 heads, each the size of a small house. Baboon skulls but twisted. Wrong. Fur that was also scales. Purple and green skin shifting like oil on water. Tentacles where mouths should be. Writhing, tasting, reaching. 4 eyes total, 2 per head. The left head's eyes blazed red. The right head's eyes glowed sickly green. But his body, massive, reptilian, scaled and scarred. 20 feet tall. 30. Hard to tell. The proportions kept shifting. And his arms. Not arms. 2 massive tentacles, each as thick as a tree trunk, each lined with hundreds of suckers the size of dinner plates. They moved independently, coiled and uncoiled. Reached toward us with obscene intelligence, the sound they made dragging across stone. Wet, slithering. Wrong. He breathed. 2 heads, 2 rhythms, out of sync. The sound like bellows, like drowning, like lungs the size of houses pulling air that wasn't air. That's when I heard them, the voices. 2 voices, same source, arguing. The left head screaming in pure rage, the right head whispering with cold cunning. They were fighting about us, about what to do. The rage head wanted us torn apart immediately. Blood, violence, screaming. The cunning head wanted to play, wanted to see what would break, wanted to conduct experiments. They compromised. Amal roared. The left head, the rage head, not sound, pressure. Rage made physical. The roar slammed into my chest, lifted me off my feet, threw me back 10 feet. I hit stone, my ribs cracked. 2, maybe 3. The pain was white-hot and immediate. But worse was the feeling inside my skull, like something cracking, like ice breaking, like the part of me that was civilized, that was human, just fractured. I wanted to hurt something, wanted to break things, wanted violence not as a means but as an end, as beauty, as truth. That was just the echo, just the edge of what Amael could do. Kyle started casting, his voice shaking. Exorcio abyssus, banishmo. Hethrodia laughed, the right head, the cunning head. The laugh was razors wrapped in velvet. Knives coated in honey. It cut through Kale's spell, cut through the words, cut through magic itself. The spell just stopped, fizzled, died. Impossible, Kale whispered. Magic is fundamental. It can't just... He tried again. Fireball, shouting the words. Fire formed in his hands, roared to life. He threw it. The flames bent in midair, curved, went backward, harmless. Hethrodya's laughter intensified. That laugh, it wormed into your brain, made you want to laugh too, made you want to understand the joke. The joke was us. The joke was everything. The joke was that we thought we mattered. Saris was praying, voice cracking. Lathander, answer me. Dawn's light, protect us. I am your faithful servant. Answer me. Her holy symbol blazed. Bright gold. Warm, real warmth in this place of cold madness. The light spread out, formed a barrier, a dome of golden radiance over us. For 3 seconds we were safe. Then Almal roared again. The light didn't go out. It shattered, like glass, like crystal, into pieces that fell and vanished, the sound of it breaking, like 1,000 windows shattering at once. Saris screamed, fell to her knees. He turned away. Lathander turned away. I felt him. He's ashamed to watch what's about to happen to us. Ren was loosing arrows. 3 in quick succession, all hit. All sank into Demogorgon's scaled flesh. He didn't notice, didn't acknowledge them. The arrows just stuck there. Insignificant, meaningless. Ash charged, that brave, stupid wolf. Got within 10 feet. Both of Demogorgon's massive tentacle arms lashed out. Too fast, impossibly fast. They grabbed Ash. One tentacle around the wolf's front legs, another around the back. The suckers latched on, hundreds of them, digging in. Then the tentacles pulled, different directions. The sound, the wet tearing sound, the cracking of bones. The wolf's whimper cutting off halfway. I won't describe what was left, what the tentacles dropped. But the smell, blood and torn meat. It smelled wrong, too sweet, like copper and flowers, like something that should never mix. Ren made a sound I'd never heard from a person. Part scream, part sob, part something deeper, something that came from the place where love lives, where loss lives, where the foundation of who you are cracks and collapses. He fell to his knees, reached toward the pieces of his wolf, hands shaking. Couldn't touch them, couldn't look away, couldn't accept what was real. Ash, he whispered. Ash, Ash, Ash. Just the name, over and over. Broken. Torvin dropped the codex. His face changed. Rage, pure rage. He bellowed and charged, great axe raised, beautiful form, perfect commitment. 20 feet closed in seconds. He swung at Demogorgon's left head, at Amel. The head turned, slowly, deliberately. The red eyes focused. Torvin froze, mid-swing. Axe raised, whole body locked. Trembling, his face started changing, eyes going wide, mouth opening, teeth bared. Amel spoke, not in words, in pure concept, pure transmission. I felt the echo of it, just the echo. Even that made me want to hurt someone. Made violence seem not just necessary, but beautiful. Honest, the only real thing in a world of lies. Torvin got all of it, full force, undiluted. The axe lowered, slowly. He looked at it, looked at his legs. I saw understanding dawn in his eyes. Terrible understanding. The rage taking him. Not battle rage, not controlled fury. This was different. This was Emil's rage. The kind that has no target, no purpose, just exists, just burns, just destroys. He raised the axe, brought it down on his own leg. The blade bit deep, halfway through his thigh. Blood sprayed, arterial spray, red mist in the air. The smell of it. Hot copper. Salt. Wrong. He screamed, not pain, triumph, like he discovered something. I see it, he said. I see the truth. He swung again, other leg. The blade cut through muscle, bit bone. He fell to his knees, blood pooling around him, soaking into the stone. The stone drank it, pulsed brighter. We were running, all of us, shouting his name, too slow, too far. He charged ahead, left us behind. Now he was alone with his madness. He dropped the axe, reached up with both hands, grabbed his own face, fingers digging into his cheeks, his temples. He was crying, tears mixing with blood. "I need to see," he said, his voice breaking, desperate. "Need to really see. The way Amel sees. True violence, true beauty, the honesty of rage, the purity of it all." His thumbs found his eye sockets. I was screaming, screaming his name, screaming no, screaming don't, just screaming. 5 feet away, 4 feet, close enough to see his face, close enough to see the ecstasy there, the rapture. The eyeballs resisted, then gave, then burst. Clear fluid and blood running down his face, down his neck, soaking into his armor. He made a sound, low, satisfied, content. His hands dropped to his sides. He swayed on his knees, blood and vitreous fluid weeping from ruined sockets. Then he smiled. "I can see now," he said. "Really see. See the world as it truly is. A place of violence, a place of rage, a place where pain is the only honest language. Thank you, Amel. Thank you for opening my eyes." He laughed, blind and bleeding and broken, laughed like he'd found enlightenment, like he'd discovered God. I fell to my knees next to him, grabbed his shoulders. "Torvin. Torvin, look at me. It's Harlan. It's me. Come back. Please come back." He turned his ruined face toward me. "I am back, brother. I'm finally home. Can't you see? The violence, the beauty, it's everywhere. It's everything. It's the truth we've been hiding from our whole lives." Above us, Demogorgon watched. Amel looked satisfied. One mortal broken. Hethradia looked amused, entertained. They argued again. That dual voice, that pressure whisper. The rage head wanted more blood. All of us destroyed. Now, the cunning head wanted to savor it. Watch us fall apart slowly. See how each mind broke differently. They compromised. Demogorgon withdrew, pulled back into the darkness, not gone, present, everywhere. His presence filling the chamber, filling the ruins, filling the entire lair. You don't escape the Prince of Demons. You're just in different rooms of his house. Saris reached us, tried to heal Torvin, laid hands on his face, channeled power. The wounds closed, the bleeding stopped. But the eyes didn't regenerate. The damage was physical, but the cause was in his mind. You can't heal madness with magic. Torvin pushed her away. "Don't need eyes, don't want them. I see more now than I ever did with sight." Amael showed me the world of violence, the landscape of rage. It's more beautiful than anything vision ever revealed. "We need to leave." Kael's voice, higher than normal, panicked. "Immediately. We cannot prevail here. This entity exceeds—" "Run!" Mira shouted. Street smart cutting through wizard speak. "He's saying run." I tried to get Torvin up. He came reluctantly, blind but mobile, stumbling. We moved toward the exit. Ren wasn't moving, still on his knees, still staring at what was left of Ash, still whispering his wolf's name. Mira grabbed him, shook him. "Ren, move, now!" He looked at her, through her. "Ash is talking to me. He says it's okay, says he's not gone, says he's still here, changed, but here. Can't you hear him?" "No," Mira said, "because he's dead. We need to go." We dragged him, all of us, back toward the stairs. My ribs screamed with every movement, cracked bones grinding. Torvin stumbled along beside me. Ren muttered constantly. Saris was crying. Kyle kept looking back, at Demogorgon's darkness, at what waited there. We climbed, first level, second level, third level, out into the Gaping Maw, the twisted landscape, the breathing ground, the constant distant screaming. Behind us the ruins pulsed, brighter, feeding on what had happened, on Torvan's madness, on Ren's grief, on our terror. Ahead of us, abysm loomed, no farther than before, no closer. Same distance, always watching. We found shelter. Stone outcropping that offered false protection. Collapsed there, gasping. Saris tried to bandage Torvin's face. He kept saying he didn't need it. Kept describing what he saw. A world of blades, a sky raining blood, a truth written in violence. Ren sat apart, still whispering to Ash, having full conversations, asking questions, waiting for answers, responding to things his dead wolf wasn't saying. I got close enough to hear. You're right, boy. You're right. Demogorgon didn't destroy you. He transformed you, made you into something better, something true. I can hear you so clearly now, clearer than when you were alive. Maybe I was the one who was deaf before. Hethradia, the cunning head, planting thoughts, planting delusions, making Ren believe his wolf had ascended, had become something greater, had found truth in death. I looked at Kale. He was sitting with his spell book open, not reading, watching, eyes flicking from person to person, calculating, measuring. His hand kept going to his belt, to where Mira kept her knives. Kale, I said, you okay? He snapped the book shut. Fast. Fine. Perfectly fine. Why wouldn't I be fine? Because I said I'm fine. His eyes narrowed, suspicious. Unless you're not actually Harlan, unless you're something else, something wearing his face. Hethradia shows me things, patterns, signs. I'm starting to see them. My stomach dropped. Kale, it's me. We've fought together for... That's exactly what a demon would say. He was backing away, hand on a knife that wasn't his. Trying to convince me, trying to make me doubt what I... No, but I see the truth now. Hethradia gave me sight. This was happening too fast. We'd been out of the ruins for maybe 30 minutes. They were falling apart that quickly. Demogorgon's presence permeating everything, his voices in their heads, his madness spreading like infection. I tried the sending stone, pulled it from my pouch. Focused. We need extraction. Gaping Maw, Layer 88. Everything's wrong. Send help. Static, white noise. Then under it, laughter. Hethradia's laughter. Distant. Mocking. The abyss eats communication magic. We were alone. We needed to find the portal. Needed to get out before we all went mad. Before I went mad. Because I could feel it. Pressure at the edges of my mind. Whispers just below hearing. Rage building in my chest for no reason. Paranoia creeping in. How long before I was like them? The man at the bar just slammed his fist down, hard, blood on his knuckles. He's staring at his hand, confused, doesn't remember hitting anything. He's raising his fist again. We set watches. Saris first. She was still praying, the words coming out wrong. Me second, Kyle third. We didn't ask Ren. He was lost in conversation with nothing. We didn't ask Torvin. He was describing violence in rapturous detail. Mira needed rest. The shoulder wound was healed, but she was exhausted, terrified. She lay down close to me. Harlan, she whispered. We're not getting out of here, are we? We are, I said. We'll find the portal. Don't. She touched my arm. Don't lie. This isn't about survival anymore. It's about how we die. Whether we die sane or whether we end up like them. I didn't have an answer. We lay there in silence. The abyss breathing around us. The ground pulsing. The screaming just below hearing. The voices getting louder in my head. I woke to screaming. Mira's screaming. Sat up. Saw Kale standing over her. Her knife in his hand. He'd taken it while she slept. Was raising it to stab her again. First stab caught her shoulder. Same shoulder as before. She'd rolled away. That saved her. Kale was wild. Eyes enormous. White showing all around. foam at his lips. "I know," he was shouting. "I know what you are. Hethrodaya showed me. You're not Mira. You're a demon, replaced during the fight. I see the signs, the way you breathe, the way you blink, all wrong, all demon. I have to kill you, have to prove I'm real." I tackled him. We went down hard on stone. He fought like an animal. All technique gone, just flailing, biting. He bit my hand. Drew blood, the pain sharp and hot. Saris hit him with her mace, not to kill, to stun. He dropped, lay there on the stone, twitching, looking up at us with mad eyes. "You're demons too," he said. "Calm now, certain. All of you, all replaced. I'm the only real one left. Hethradia told me, showed me. I see the patterns, the evidence. Fighting back proves I'm real. Only real people resist. The demons would just accept death. The logic of madness, ideas that feel true, that seem justified, that grow and spread and consume reason. We tied him up, enchanted rope, hands behind his back, ankles bound. He thrashed, shouted. "This proves it," he screamed. "Proves I'm real. I'm fighting. I'm resisting. Only humans do that. I'm the only real one." The only one. Mira's shoulder was bleeding. Again. Same place. Saris healed it, but healing doesn't restore blood loss fast. Mira was pale, shaking, weak. We had 3 people who could walk. Me, Saris, Mira. Torvin was blind and mad. Ren was talking to ghosts. Kyle was tied up screaming about demons. We had to choose. Had to make the choice that would haunt me forever. "We can't take Kale," Mira said. "Practical, hard. He'll try to kill us again. First chance he gets." "We can't just leave him," Saris said. Her voice hollow, empty. "That's murder." "He's already gone," I said. The words ash in my mouth. "The person we knew is gone. What's left is dangerous. We leave him or we all die." Silence. The weight of it. The terrible weight of choosing survival over mercy. "I'm sorry," Saris whispered. To Kale, to Lathander, to herself. We moved, Torvin stumbling along, Ren following without prompting, still talking to Ash, still getting answers from nowhere. Kale's screaming followed us. "Don't leave me, please. I'm sorry, I was wrong. You're real. You're all real. Please, don't leave me here. Please." His voice fading, becoming just another scream in the constant screaming of the abyss. I've made a lot of choices in my life. That was the one that broke something in me, something that never healed. We walked, direction meaningless. North didn't exist. We just moved. The landscape repeated, same features, same landmarks. We were walking but not moving, the abyss playing with us. Saris started singing, hymns to Lathander. I recognized the melody. We'd heard her sing it 100 times. But the words were different, wrong, small changes. Morning became morning, light became blight, dawn became drawn, subtle, insidious. "Saris," I said. "The words, they're wrong." She looked at me, confused. "What?" "No, these are the words. Same words I've always sung. Don't you remember?" The words were, "Maybe you're remembering wrong." Her voice gentle, patient, like explaining something to a child. "Maybe you've been remembering wrong for years. Maybe these were always the words. Maybe Lathander isn't who we thought. Maybe the dawn isn't hope. Maybe the dawn is just more light, revealing more horror. Maybe the dark has truths the light denies." I saw it in her eyes, the certainty, the complete unshakable belief. Hethradia had rewritten her memory, made her believe she'd always believed this, always known this. "Maybe you're right," I whispered, "because arguing with madness just spreads it." She kept walking, kept singing, the twisted hymns, the corrupted prayers. Behind us, Torvin was describing violence as poetry. Beside us, Ren was having full conversations with his dead wolf. That's when I felt it. Really felt it for the first time. The pressure in my own skull, the whispers in my own head. Two voices. One screaming about violence, about how beautiful it would be to hurt Saris, to silence that singing forever. The other whispering about patterns, about how maybe they weren't real, how maybe I was the only real one, how maybe this was all a test. I stopped walking, stood there, shaking. Harlan, Mira's voice, distant, wrong. You okay? I can hear them, I said. I can hear them in my head. Emil and Heatherdia. They're talking to me. They're in me. I know, she said. Quiet, sad. I can too. Started about an hour ago. Didn't want to say. Didn't want to make it real. We looked at each other. Two people standing at the edge of the cliff. Knowing we were about to fall. Knowing there was nothing we could do to stop it. How long do we have? I asked. I don't know. Hours, maybe. Maybe less. Harlan, I'm scared. Me too. Something was following us. I heard it first. Movement behind us. Slithering. The sound of massive tentacles dragging across stone, getting closer. Run, I said. We ran. Blind Torvin stumbling. Ren muttering. Saris singing. Mira gasping. Me with cracked ribs grinding. Behind us that sound. That wet slithering sound. Coming faster. The portal appeared ahead. Just appeared. Shimmering. Weak. Barely holding. We could see through it. The temple in the Rat Hills. Green grass. Normal stone. Sky with the sun. Home. Impossible but real. 50 feet away, the slithering got closer. Don't look back. Never look back. We ran. 40 feet. 30. 20. I looked back. Not Demogorgon. Worse, or maybe better. A projection. A manifestation. Tentacles made of shadow. Made of madness. Reaching for us. Inches away. Go! I screamed. Mira dove through. Disappeared. Safe. Out. Saris jumped. Landed on the other side. Through. Gone. Ren stopped. Stood there. Looking back. Ash says he can't come. Says this is where he belongs. Says goodbye. He's dead. I grabbed Ren. Shoved him toward the portal. Go! He stumbled through. Crying. Reaching back for nothing. Just me and Torvin left. The tentacles feet away. Closing. Torvin! Now! I can't leave, he said. Calm. Certain. This is where I belong. With Emil. With the truth of violence. With the beauty of rage. This is home, brother. This was always home. No. I grabbed him. Tried to drag him. You're coming with me. He hit me. Full force. Right in my cracked ribs. I went down. Couldn't breathe. Couldn't move. Watched through tears of pain as he walked away from the portal. Toward the tentacles. Toward the ruins. Toward Demogorgon. I'll see you again, he said. When you come back. When you understand. When you accept what you are. What we all are. Violence waiting to happen. Rage wrapped in flesh. I'll be waiting for you, brother. In the truth. The tentacles took him. Wrapped around him. Pulled him back into the abyss. He was smiling. Laughing. Ecstatic. I crawled to the portal. Every movement agony. Fell through. Hit solid ground. Real ground. Earth and grass. The portal collapsed behind me. Sealed. We were out. We were home. We'd escaped. 6 hours in the Gaping Maw. 2 days had passed here. 3 of us came back. 3 lost. 3 minds broken. 3 souls claimed by the Prince of Demons. That was 4 months ago. Let me tell you what happened. What's happening. What's going to keep happening. Saris lasted 2 weeks. Then she started preaching. New sermons. The twin-faced God. Duality. Balance. Light and dark. She has a church now. 40 followers. Growing. Every week more people drawn to her twisted hymns, her corrupted prayers. I went once, heard her preach. Her pupils are vertical now, like a goat's, like something else. Her followers' pupils are starting to change too. Ren made it 3 weeks, went north to the forests, said he heard Ash calling. Rangers found his body last month. He'd walked until his body gave out. No food, no water, just walking. But he died smiling, arms around nothing, believing his wolf was there. Mira disappeared. But I hear things, rumors, thief in Waterdeep killing people. People she thinks are demons. People who blink wrong, who breathe wrong, who fail tests only she can see. Might be her, might be someone else I infected. And me. I survived. I came back. I tell the story. Everyone I tell starts showing signs. The bartender is standing completely still now. Hasn't moved in 5 minutes. Just staring. Drool running down his chin. The woman in the corner gouged out one eye. Just one. Using a fork. She's sitting there. Blood running down her face. Smiling. Saying she sees it now. Sees the truth. 3 more people left while I was talking. Ran. Terrified. They'll start hearing voices tonight. Tomorrow. Soon. I hear them constantly now. Almost screaming about violence. How beautiful it would be. How honest. How true. Hethradia whispering about patterns. About deceptions. About how nothing is real except the madness. They argue. They always argue. But they agree on one thing. I'm doing exactly what they want. Every word I speak spreads their influence. Every person who listens becomes infected. I'm the plague, the vector, the weapon disguised as a warning. Demogorgon's gift to the material plane. You wanted to know about the Prince of Demons, about what it's like to face him. Now you know. Now you're infected. Now you carry it too. Can you feel it? The pressure, the whispers? One voice screaming, one voice whispering, both in your head, both mine, both his, both yours. I descended into the Gaping Maw. I faced Demogorgon. I came back. But something else came back with me, inside me, using my voice, telling my story, spreading his madness. You don't survive the Prince of Demons. You become his voice, his vessel, his plague. Do you hear them yet? I do. I always do. I always will. And now you will too. Forever.